What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel, the People's Court Tarot, where we bring our metaphysical grievances. Because sometimes you have beef with somebody, and it may be from the past, it may be just something you don't feel comfortable talking about, but it's like a burden on your heart. So this is a channel that I developed to help lighten our hearts. I'm going to pull cards for your grievance. I pull cards for the other person's side. So it's like you can get to hear their vulnerability without asking for it or begging for it. And then in the extended, which I will put the link for down below, I will pull cards for the universe's verdict, which is like a more objective view of both sides of the situation and the final word on the matter. Okay? So, Taurus, I already shuffled your cards. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, forgive me, because this is set for Sagittarius. But the card at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, which is the sign of Taurus. So I was thinking to myself before I started talking, oh, Sagittarius must have beef with a Taurus. But, or just have some sort of issue with a Taurus. Or you could have an issue with, because Taurus is the Hierophant card, so it represents, or Hierophant is the Taurus card, so it represents like authority, church, structures, jobs, institutions, marriage, just like shit with rules, relationships with lots of rules and shit. Okay. And again, we have Queen of Pentacles that popped up, which is an earth sign female, and Taurus is an earth sign. Okay. So Sagittarius, we have 7 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and Queen of Pentacles. So you feel like someone's being defensive, and maybe combative, and someone else is lost in thought about it or unable to see it. And there might be someone kind of sitting back, benefiting from this discord. Someone is trying to stop someone else from doing something, but they perceive that as standing up for themselves. And then someone else is like refusing to see this shit at all. And there's just one truth. Like, they're thinking about a lot of shit, but there's just one truth that they're refusing to see because they're maybe hiding something from themselves. And this could have something to do with a commitment or a job. There's no emotion here, but someone's still being nurtured or taken care of, or someone is taking care of someone, but it's like emotionless. So your complaint may be that someone is nurturing a situation or taking care of a situation that they don't even see the point of doing anymore, but they're doing it. I feel like someone's trying to be released from a situation, and someone else is keeping them from releasing themselves from a situation. And there's another person in this situation. So, okay, let me just clarify. Your grievance, it seems to be with more than one person. Let me just say that. Sometimes with these readings, there's like a clear grievance against one person, but I feel like your issue is with a situation. This is situational. So there's one person who is very defensive, maybe hurt, but they're trying not to act like they're hurt. They're broken, but they're trying not to act like they're broken. Someone else is pretending not to see this other person's pain because maybe if they saw it, it would hurt them to see it, so they just don't see it. And I feel like that whole dynamic is making somebody bitter as fuck. But no one's talking about it. People are talking to each other, but they're not talking about the actual situation. They're just saying a lot of shit, but they aren't saying anything. And it's like the actual, whatever the subject matter is, or whatever the actual situation is, it's like you just can't get a hold on it. Someone's afraid to actually talk about it, so they're like throwing up like conversational roadblocks maybe, or just being busy or being distracted, maybe being on their phone, on a computer, at work, dominating the conversation because there's just something that they don't want to hear. They can already see it coming and they don't want to hear it. Okay, so someone maybe is trying to leave. Okay, so this is 7 of Wands. So Sagittarius, maybe you're trying to leave a situation that you just want to release yourself from, and someone else, maybe an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, is just pretending like they don't even see that because they're trying to protect their own heart. So it's like, you know, it's like if you're trying to sit somebody down and be like, listen, I think we need to have a talk about the relationship. And they're like, hey, do you want some eggs? I just went to the store and I got some eggs, and maybe I'll have some bacon and some toast. And I was about to go to the gym right after that. And do you need some coffee? Let me put some more coffee in your cup. Oh my God, do you know what the neighbor said? Oh my God, do you know what was on TV? And then like a kid comes in the room and, you know, it just goes on from there. Like someone won't let someone else say what they have to say. And it's pissing, I think it's pissing you off, Sagittarius. It's pissing you off. It's making you feel violent. It's like, and this person just, they just want forgiveness. They just want the shit to just go the fuck away. They want the situation to go away. Not the situation meaning you, but I think the situation where that you maybe want to leave. They don't want to see that or hear that. And someone else in this situation who is just watching the whole scenario play out is making them bitter. I think this person has been watching it so long. So this may be a mother figure or a grandmother figure that's involved in the situation, but I feel like they've been observing this dynamic for so long that number one, it's made them bitter. But number two, it's made them wise. So this may be oh no, not bitter or wise. No, this is a person that nobody has patience with anymore. And they've just, this sitting back has just caused like, it's just toxic. It's just affected the whole situation in a really negative way. Oh, okay. Okay, so to recap, Sagittarius, your beef is with a situation. In this situation, one person, I think it's you, wants to be released from a situation. And the fact that someone refuses to see that you want to be released from the situation and just want your, whatever your discord is, or whatever your, however you're feeling upset, whatever it is, the fact that this person won't listen to you or won't look at you or won't acknowledge how you feel about the situation is really pissing you off. And maybe you used to have a lot of patience for this person, but you feel like they're, or from someone else in the situation, this could be the same person or a third person in the situation, who's just maybe been watching this from a distance, who feels bitter, who has become toxic. This person might be a Capricorn too, because there's just this toxicity here. There's a patience that's grown thin, and there's someone just trying to talk their way through it like it's not actually happening, but it's very much happening. Okay, so that is your complaint, Sagittarius. So now we're going to get the other side of the story. We're going to get the defendant's side of the story. That's interesting. You're the first sign I feel like that was more so a situation than just like one specific person. But y'all Sagittarians, y'all got that evolved ass energy and shit. Elevated. Temperance card. Keep your temper, Sagittarius. I can see that you're pretty upset. Don't forget that you are the sign of temperance. I mean, if it feels like shit is really heavy on you, it's because you're the ones that can take it. You know, you do carry that weight of the world on your shoulders, but your shoulders are capable as fuck. So just know, not to say that God expects the impossible of you, But God does expect you to keep your temper, and you can do it. Okay, and the more you keep your temper, the more that grace, and the grace card did pop out actually. It's so funny so that's what that meant. The cards are trying to say that the more you keep your temper, the more that grace and patience will enter the situation, which will just, when grace and patience enters a situation, silence enters a situation. And that might be what that other person needs to, like, be silent enough to actually hear and digest what it is that you're trying to say or how you feel. Okay, sometimes people project their emotions on each other and they don't realize they're doing it. But it's like, if you're the kind of person who has something that you want to say but that you don't say and you suppress it, then you'll find that the people that are around you won't shut the fuck up. And it's because you're the one that's not saying something. So that energy is redirecting itself through them. Okay, all right, let's get this other person's side of the story. What is the other person's side of the story? What is the other? There's lots of sadness and sharp words, disappointment, bitterness and shit. Very interesting. At the bottom of the deck for the other person's side of the story, we got the Temperance card, the card of Sagittarius. So they have a very direct beef with, or not beef, but explanation. We have the Moon card, Knight of Cups, and Six of Cups. Six of Swords. This person has an inkling that you want to leave. I mean, that shit is simple and plain. Six of Swords, they have it. Yeah, and it's like, they can tell that it's easier for you to stay. That it's harder for you to go. That you're afraid to leave. That you're very serious about it, but also very afraid. But you feel stifled, stuck, pushed down. Or maybe they do. Oh no, this is their side of the story, right? Okay, so maybe they do. Maybe they... Okay. With this Moon and this Knight of Cups, something happened in this Moon card, and somebody knows about it. Someone was ungrateful in secret, unappreciative in secret. Maybe went somewhere they weren't supposed to go to in secret. But somehow, whatever happened in secret, wind got out. There's knowledge of it. There's, I don't want to say suspicion, but this is a very mental card. So, you know, someone could have told them, or they could have dreamed it. They could have, and this person is like, nice, but mad as fuck. It's like somebody's, okay. So I feel, okay, so I'm just going to speak plainly. Sagittarius, I feel like you did something. Somebody knows what you did. They say they forgive you, but they're really pissed off. They want to leave you, but they're scared too. Yeah, they want to go. They want a new beginning. And it's also something about something that they know. I mean, Six of Swords is about very unique information, unique knowledge. Whatever was done in secret, they know it. And so it's, if they are saying, oh, I forgive you, but then they're going back and being angry, it's because somehow that's easier to do. That makes them calmer. It's more of a difficult situation for them to actually get out, right? So they're, however you feel like they're acting as far as what they know, if they seem unstable, if they seem cool one minute and mad the next, it's because That's their way of maintaining within the situation. Maybe you're the one that told them what happened. But whatever it is, they know. And they're pissed off. The fuck off. They just feel like you left them or something. Like you did something that you didn't look back from or you couldn't take back. They knew you were gonna do it. And whatever it was, maybe you said you didn't say anything. Like maybe they were worried about it and you didn't reassure them. Or maybe it was a situation that you told them was over, but it wasn't over. But there's just definitely this air of like, I knew this shit was gonna happen. I knew this shit was gonna, and maybe it's happened before, and they're like, I knew this shit was gonna happen again. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so that's the other side of the story. They feel left out, they feel abandoned, and that makes them feel desperate. Which is why they come back then and say, oh, I'm okay, I'm not mad. They're so mad. They're so confused. They're just lost in between. It's an in-between time. It's a transitional time for this person. Okay. So I feel like that's a pretty clear-cut case. If you feel like this is your case and you want to hear the universe's objective verdict that looks at both sides, then click on the link in the description box below for the extended version. And I will see you over there. If not, if you was just ear hustling, well, peace out then. Good day ticket.